Welcome back to the restoration of my 1994 Yamaha FZR1000. This is the final instalment of this series, and I've sent the puppy to fetch the bodywork. Now this bodywork isn't in the best state. A fair few scratches and scrapes from those times it all got a bit horizontal. There were a couple of cracks that needed repairing, but first it needs a good clean. I'm not looking for a perfect repair for this crack, I just want to put some strength back in it. So after tacking and plastic welding the back of the crack, I melted some staples across the join to reinforce it. It's not too pretty on the rear, but subtle enough from the front. Next up, I gave the headlights a check over and a good clean up. Then I laid them into the nose cone and fitted them to the bike. Now a while back, I gave the air ducts a good clean up and repainted their little brackets, so I reassembled those and fitted them back to the bike. I grabbed the tank and connected the fuel line and electrical connector. Then I fitted the front mount, opened the petcock, and finally fitted the rear mount before chucking some fuel in for a quick test. Oops, lesson learned, don't buy the cheapest hose clips on Amazon. I replaced that and got started on another fairing repair. The lug had snapped off the tailpiece, so I gave it the staple treatment. Then I fitted it to the bike with the rear panels. Next up was the seat. It just needed a good clean, so I gave it a wipe down. But these rubbers were pretty bad, and they are still available from Yamaha, so I thought I'd order some of those. I took the rear cowl off and then gave the vinyl a wipe down with treatment. And with the seat on, that's the rear end finished. But before I go any further, I need to make loom extensions for the new indicators. I couldn't resist a quick sit down in the pilot seat to take in a view I haven't seen since 2016.
Mate. Welcome back. Yeah. Yeah, this feels good.
I gave the V panel a clean, then I replaced all the U-nuts. Then it was time for the side panels. fitted the V-panel and tightened up the last few bolts.
It's done. It's done. It's done!
Now's a good time to remind myself of the condition this bike was in when I first opened that garage door in lockdown. Dirty, dusty, grimy, rusty, very rusty, a rotten shock and a smattering of parts strewn across the garage. Dark times. Well, this is all lovely, but I want to see how it rides. Yeah, it definitely seems to run nicer after about 3,000, so I think the pilot jets may have clogged up again. Oh yeah, brakes feel really good. Considering they're brand new pads, new discs. The brakes were bedding in perfectly, so I reset the trip counter to 0, then got to work clearing those pilot jets. I double checked the mixture screws while I was there too. Great, let's see if that's fixed it. Well, that's cleared those pilot jets, so that's definitely solved that issue. So clearing the pilot jet seems to have worked, and now feels like a completely different bike. Okay, I know that was a different bike, but I thought as we're heading into winter now, I'd wait for spring to get the MOT and get some real miles on this. So, a quick recap on the last few years. I stripped it, cleaned some parts, sourced replacements, cleaned up plastic parts, replaced seals, serviced bearings, replaced the shock, upgraded brake lines, replaced fuel lines, repaired wiring bodges, checked and adjusted all 20 valves, cleaned up and repainted some corroded parts, gave the carbs a deep clean, I got robbed, then I got a new garage, I synchronised the carbs, took the forks out, replaced the bearings in the steering head and the wheels, new sprockets, adapted the forks, refurbed some rotten blue spots, repaired the exhaust, cleaned and then treated the tank, got new discs, and then I repaired and fitted the bodywork. So this is the end of the restoration. I can't wait to make some great videos of this out on the road next spring. But in the meantime, I'm going to get started with that Ninja.